What's up, y'all? You know what it is. It's that time again. Week 1 of the playoffs. The divisional round is over with. There were absolutely no upsets whatsoever. Teams 1 through 4 are in the championship rounds. 1's playing 3, 2's playing 4. Exactly the way it should be. And you know what? Let's just go. Scratch that. 1's playing 4 and 2 is playing 3. I don't know if I got that backwards, but you know what? Hey, let's just get down to what happened this week. We had some nice games. We had Big D against iwillcrushchris, and man, I think this was the worst performance of the entire season. iwillcrushchris put up 43.9 points. 43.9 points. I think it's safe to say that no one has scored less than 50 points this entire year. And iwillcrushchris waited until the playoffs to put up 43 points. Let's see what happened here. He got negative points from Randy Moss. He started a kicker that got benched. He got 1.9 points from Kurt Warner. Miles Austin got him a touchdown, but outside of that, it all summed up to about 43.9 points. Big D didn't have a big week from Aaron Rodgers, but you know what? You don't need a big week when you only got to score 44 points to win. Antonio Gates to the right. Brandon Marshall, 200 yards, NFL record, 21 receptions, 2 touchdowns. Had himself a monster game, and check this out. Brandon Marshall by himself scored 36 points against iwillcrushchris' 44. So, you combine that with the kicker. Nah, I take that back. If you combine it with the kicker and a couple other people, maybe 1 or 2 other people, he got the points needed to win. But it was definitely a surprise. I don't mean to poke fun at iwillcrushchris, because definitely Kurt Warner just didn't show up for him. But it was just a tough. You don't want your playoff round to be the one where Randy Moss gets you negative points and Kurt Warner gets you 1.9. But unfortunately, that's just the way it happened, and Big D moves on. Let's look at the other big game. The other big game is Best Around Chuck Norris against Aliens. I mentioned this on the message board, but I mean, it goes without saying. Gotta check the status of your players before you get ready to head out for the day. Percy Harvin was out with he's suffered headaches since he was in college. He was in high school. In fact, he had another bout with headaches. Wasn't able to suit up. If he doesn't suit up, Best Around would put in more than likely Brandon Jacobs. Brandon Jacobs would have gotten him the 10 points that he needed to win. Unfortunately, he didn't make that change. And here we are. He's out of the playoffs, and Aliens moves on. Aliens got nice output from guys like his kicker, who got him 20 points. A kicker got him 20 points. That is unheard of. And the Titans defense got him 27 points. If he can ride that luck into the next round, hey, more power to him. But it will be Aliens against Lakaka in the championship round for that division. And it will be Big D against Real American Gangsters in the other championship game. Looking at the constellation, still gotta give them a little bit of love. Yours truly, HotSizzleAsCommish, put up a whopping 180 points. Did you get that? 180 points. I think that is a record for the entire year. I'm not sure. I think Real American Gangsters might have gotten me, but I had 180 points. It doesn't matter who I had playing. I beat my opponent by 100 points. He had 80 points. I had 180. That's how serious my team was. And my optimum was 193. Ridiculous. And my quarterback got hurt in the second quarter. Guys like Ray Rice, Frank Gore, Deshaun Jackson, all guys I've told you about, Dallas Clark, they all went off. 49ers defense got me 30 points. Everybody just went wild for me. It was great. My running back got me 0.7 points. Did awful for me. But, my other guys just had fun. Should have started Beanie Wells. Would have gotten 193 points. But, hey, don't worry about it. Hey, Reapers, you did well. It was a good season for you. Thomas Jones did all right. Some other guys did okay for you. But, hey, when a guy puts up 180 points, you shouldn't expect to win. And I didn't expect to put up 180 points, but I did. So that's fun. Texas Sledgehammers against Heavy Whales. Unfortunately, Heavy Whales, the slide continues. Texas Sledgehammers, he's just going to take out his anger about not making it into the to the real playoffs in the consolation round. Put up 130 points. Guys like Ryan Grant, Matt Schaub went off for him. Definitely doing his thing. Brent Selleck, Adrian Pearson got him 27.7 points with 2 touchdowns. Solid output there. Next round, in terms of consolation, it's going to be Hot Sizzle against Thunder from Down Under. And it's going to be Trainwrecks against Texas Sledgehammers. Both nice matchups in the consolation round, and I bet that people in the consolation round will score more than those in the real playoffs, okay? Then in the real playoffs, we got Real American Gangsters against Big D. Real American Gangsters is projected to put up 133 points. He's got guys like Chris Johnson and Andre Johnson, who are both projected to score 28 points. Big D's got a tough road ahead, but if he can get guys like Aaron Rodgers. Kevin Smith looks like he might be out. We'll have to check the stats of him. But he's got Fred Jackson on his bench along with Steven Jackson that he can hopefully get some nice output from. Brandon Marshall has to show up big for him. Other divisional championship game is Lakaka against Aliens. #1 overall seed Lakaka. He's projected to score 120 points. Drew Brees plays against the Cowboys this Saturday. LT, he's got him projected to score 14 points. He's got guys like Ahmad Bradshaw, who he called early on in the season. He's got Hakeem Nicks, who had a nice game this past week. Marcus Colston. Definitely going to be a tough matchup for Aliens. However, Aliens has Phillip Rivers, Vincent Jackson, Steve Smith for the Giants. Guys who can definitely put up production if he needs them to. But hopefully he's not going to lean on guys like Carell Buckhalter and Kevin Falk. Because if he has to, they're only projected to score about 6 points for him. Alright? So that's it. That's the championship round. Definitely some big games, some big, huge games coming up. You know, Trainwrecks is going to definitely. I see a little bit of trash talk going on between Texas Sledge and Trainwrecks. So don't sleep on the consolation round because it's going to be interesting. Those are two teams that definitely probably should have gotten into the playoffs, but they didn't, and they're going to have to fight it out in the consolation. So let's see how that goes. Ruby Sundays, keep it on lock. I'm about to go hoop a little bit, you know. Ballin', yeah, Ruby Sundays.